Today we are going to study direct and indirect speech. Some of you will find that direct and indirect speech is a very difficult topic here, and we often get confused when to use direct speech and when to use indirect speech. Besides that, we also have some doubts that when should we use direct and indirect speech, or what is the use of direct and indirect speech. Now we will see here what happens. See, there are two boys here, one is John and second is James here. John meets James, and what happens, James says something to John. Now what he says, for example, I went to school. James said to John, I went to school. Then they have their normal conversation, and then what happens, James leaves the place and he goes. He leaves the place. Then what happens, John meets Bill, and when he meets Bill, Bill inquires, okay, he asks him, what did James tell you? Now we know what James, okay, told to John here. What he told to him, I went to school. But what happens here, John has to narrate what James told him. So how he is going to narrate? Now what happens here, children, when we want to narrate what another person told to us, we can use two methods. One is called direct speech and second is called indirect speech here. Now when he is going to narrate, okay, what James told him here, so how can he narrate here? For example, now what is our sentence here? James, what he told him, I went to school. Who is going to narrate this here? John is going to narrate this to whom here? To Bill. Okay, now John meets Bill. Now what happens here, John is going to narrate to Bill what James told him. So how he can narrate here? So he will say like this, James said, comma, double inverted comma, I went to school. When he says like this, okay, this is called direct speech. This is the example of direct speech. He can also narrate in another way. James said that he had gone to school. This is called indirect speech. This is called indirect speech. So see, children, here when we study direct and indirect speech, we have to remember when we have to use direct and indirect speech. So the important use of direct and indirect speech is when we want to narrate what somebody told to us and that person is not present, suppose. So we are going to narrate, okay, his words, what he said to us, what he told to us, we are going to narrate it to another person here. So in this case, what happens here, we use two methods. One is direct speech and second is indirect speech. So in direct speech, what happens here, we can see here, if we compare this here, I went to school, this is what James said. So these exact words are written as it is in inverted commas. So this is called direct speech. When we narrate the exact words of the speaker, it is called direct speech. If you observe the second example here, second narration here, James said that he had gone to school. Here we find some changes in the words here. Some changes are done here in pronouns also, in tenses also. So this method is called indirect speech. So these are the two methods, okay, which are used when we want to narrate what somebody told to us. Now we will move ahead. So see here, what will be our answer? James said, comma, double inverted comma, I went to school. He can also narrate, John can also narrate like this, James said that he had gone to school. Now we are going to see what is the definition of direct speech and What is the definition of indirect speech? First, in direct speech the speaker's exact words are given. For example, John said, comma, double inverted comma, I am trying for a job here. In this example, I am trying for a job here. These are the exact words of the speakers. So we are narrating exact words of the speaker. This is called direct speech. Now what is indirect speech? In indirect speech what happens? We narrate, okay, the we narrate what here we can say here, we narrate only the substance of what the speaker said to us. So we narrate only the meaning, we can say here, we narrate it to the person here. For example, here John said, this example only, same example, but it is written in indirect speech. John said that he was trying for a job there. So here if we observe, John said that, here we can observe that I is converted, is changed into he, am trying, present continuous is changed into was trying, past continuous tense, for a job is as it is, here has become there here. So these changes we have done here. So this is called indirect speech. We do some changes, only the substance of what the speaker said is given and not the exact words. So in short, when we do not narrate the exact words of the speaker, it is called indirect speech, and when we narrate the exact words of the speaker, it is called direct speech. Now we are going to see the rules for changing direct speech into indirect speech. First rule is, if the reported verb is in past tense, then we do the following changes in reported speech. In reported speech, while transforming direct speech into indirect speech, simple present tense becomes simple past tense. For example, he said, I write a letter. Now what is our rule? If the reported verb is in past tense, now what we have to do here, first thing here, we have to understand here what is reported verb and what is reported speech. I write a letter. For example, I write a letter. In this example, we are narrating what, okay, somebody told to us. For example, here, okay, he said, I write a letter. So in this example, said is the reporting verb here, or the reported verb here, because this verb is reporting the exact words of the speakers here, and exact words of the speakers are always given in inverted commas. So reported verb, what is our reported verb? Said. What is our reported speech? I write a letter. So I write a letter is our reported speech. Reported speech is always given in double inverted commas. Reported verb said is given here. Now reported verb comes sometimes before inverted commas or sometimes after inverted commas. Reported verb is used to report reported speech, and reported speech is nothing but exact words of the speakers, and they are given in inverted commas. Now what is our first rule? If the reported verb is in past tense, now what we will do here, we will first identify the tense of reported verb. Said, he said, which form of the verb it is? It is second form of the verb. We know that second form of the verb is used in simple past tense. So what is the tense of reported verb? Simple past tense. Now what is our rule? If the reported verb is in past tense, it doesn't matter here whether it is in simple past, past continuous, past perfect, or past perfect continuous tense. We have to only check whether it is in past tense or not. Now we have found that it is in simple past tense. So it is a condition. If the condition is fulfilled, then we will go for the next option, next condition here. What is the next part of our rule here? If the reported verb is in past tense, then we do the following changes in reported speech. And what are these following changes? Simple present tense becomes simple past tense. Now I write a letter. This is your reported speech. Now reported speech. Identify the tense of reported speech. I write a letter. In this example, write is V1, and we know V1 form is used in simple present tense. So what is the tense of reported speech? It is in simple present tense. Now what is our rule? If the reported verb is in past tense, means our first condition is fulfilled, then we will go on second condition. Now what is the second condition? Simple present tense. If simple present tense is there, it will become simple past tense. So reported speech, we have to convert it into simple past tense because reported speech is in simple present tense. So we are going to convert it into simple past tense. Now if suppose, for example, if we have to convert it into I write a letter, so what it will become here? I wrote a letter, right? I wrote a letter. But we are not going to do these changes here. We are going to do these changes in indirect speech. He said. Now what is our direct speech question here? He said, comma, double inverted comma, I write a letter. So it will become here, he said that. Now I write a letter. Here we are going to do some changes here. I write a letter will become I wrote a letter. But I, this is first person. Now what we have to do here, when we find first person, we have to change it according to the subject here. Now what is our subject here? He. So who is our speaker here? He means here third person singular is our subject here. So here I will become he here because he is our speaker here. So he. Now I write a letter, we have to convert it into past tense here, simple past tense. So it will become here, he wrote a letter. So V1 form will be changed into V2 form here. He wrote a letter. Simple present tense becomes simple past tense. Now next question, she said I eat pudding. She said, comma, double inverted comma, I eat pudding. Full stop, inverted comma, close. Now first rule, what is our first rule? If the reported verb is in past tense, now we have to look for reported verb. What is our reported verb? Said is our reported verb. And what is our reported speech? I eat pudding. So I am going to color it in different color here. Okay, she said I eat pudding here. So reported verb. Now what is the tense of reported verb here? Reported verb is in present tense or past tense, we have to check. Said is V2 form, so it is simple past tense, right? Simple past tense. Now I eat pudding, reported speech. I eat pudding is in which tense? It is in simple present tense. Now eat, how we have found that it is in simple present tense? Because with I, eat is used, and eat is the first form of the verb. And as we have studied tenses, we know that first form of the verb is used in simple present tense. So it is in simple present tense. What is our rule? If the reported verb is in past tense, simple, then we change the tense of reported speech. Now reported speech is in simple present tense. So simple present tense will become, it will become simple past tense. It will become simple past tense. So what should be our answer? What should we write here? She said that. Who is the speaker here? I eat pudding here. First person pronoun is there. I. So here when first person pronoun is used, we have to check who is the speaker in the example here. Now who is the speaker here? She is the speaker. So what we will do here? We will write she. She said that she. Now what we have to do here? Eat. Eat is a first form of the verb. So what is our rule? Simple present tense becomes simple past tense. In simple present tense we use V1, and in simple past tense we use V2 form. So she eat, okay, I eat pudding will become here she ate pudding. Now next example we will see. She said to Ramesh, you cook food. She said to Ramesh, comma, double inverted comma, you cook food, full stop, inverted comma, close. Now what should be our answer? Now we know the condition here. If the reported verb is in past tense, we change the tense here. One more rule is there. When said to comes in reported in direct speech, what happens here? We have to convert it into told here. So what we will write here? She told. Now here we will remove to and we will write here she told Ramesh. Comma and double inverted commas will be removed as per our rule here. Comma and double inverted commas will be removed, and what we will do here, we will use the conjunction that here. Now you cook food. Who, to whom it is addressed here? It is addressed to Ramesh here. So who here, you will be changed as per the object of the reported verb. So what is the object of the reported verb? Ramesh. So here what we will write here? He, because we cannot repeat, okay, Ramesh here. So we will write here he. She told Ramesh that he cook food. Now you cook food is in simple present tense, so it will become here he cooked food.